This morning, thousands in California are evacuating ahead of massive and deadly wildfires. More than a dozen fires are actively burning this morning, destroying homes and separating families.
Authorities have arrested a 19-year-old Texas Tech student in the shooting death of a police officer. He's now in custody.
And dumped at the Dubuque Humane Society, someone dropped off boxes holding nearly 40 cats, giving the overcrowded shelter even more animals to care for.
65 years after his death, a Springville veteran will be honored today for his final sacrifice, serving during the Korean War.
Now, from your 24-hour news source, this is KCRG TV9 Morning News.
Here's some of the devastation from the wildfires in Northern California. This morning, authorities tell ABC News at least 11 people died from the fires all throughout parts of California's wine region. A state of emergency is in place after mass evacuations with 1,500 properties destroyed.
These fires are more common in Southern California, but the combination of dry weather and strong winds has fueled destruction in the north. This is a map of where those fires are burning this morning. Officials in Sonoma County, which is right near Santa Rosa, say they've received more than 100 missing person reports as family and friends try to find loved ones. Arlette Sines has the latest.
California engulfed in a raging inferno from the north in Santa Rosa to down south in Anaheim. Intense wildfires scorching the state, nearly 90,000 acres incinerated. In Northern California, at least 1,500 structures, many of them homes, singed beyond recognition.
It looks like a bomb went off. Nothing left of these homes.
Residents sifting through the ashes for what remains. Northern California hospitals treating more than 150 people for smoke inhalation and fire-related injuries. The fires swept through shopping centers and mobile home parks. Some hospitals directly in the crosshairs, staff carefully evacuating patients on gurneys. Tens of thousands of residents like Jeanne evacuated, racing to save what they need.
I'm in shock because this is your life.
And in Southern California, what started as a small brush fire in Anaheim exploding with high winds, charring 6,000 acres in a matter of hours. Flames sweeping through neighborhoods, burning homes to the ground. 1,000 firefighters on hand battling the flames.
Life is our primary focus here, and we need you to evacuate so that we can protect you.
5,000 homes evacuated, parents rushing to pick up children from schools. Plumes of smoke seen at nearby Angel Stadium and hovering above Disneyland. Officials say there are more than 100 reports of people missing after these wildfires. Vice President Mike Pence is in California and says the federal government is ready to assist first responders. Arlette Sines, ABC News, Washington.
Here again is a look at all those fires burning this morning. One of the largest fires is the Atlas Fire in Napa County. That's near Sacramento. And at last check, it's burned more than 25,000 acres. Cedar Rapids native and a former member of the TV9 news team, Aaron Hepker, joins us now live on Newsline 9.
Aaron's now a member of the news team at ABC 10 in Sacramento. So, Aaron, you saw the strength of this fire earlier this morning.
Yeah, I was in the community of Green Valley, which is to the east of Napa, an area that's been devastated by the fire. And it was really eerie just kind of driving around the area last night and seeing an orange glow, almost what you would see maybe approaching a city, but much more orange in nature. And once you got to a certain point and just saw the flames, it was surprising, to say the least.
Now, you were out there to talk to firefighters as well. How are they feeling about how many fires are burning around them this morning?
Yeah, and the consensus in talking to some of the firefighters was that they're just surprised at the number of fires that are occurring at this point in time. I mean, they're used to dealing with a handful at any point in time, but, on Sunday afternoon, things were pretty calm. And then by the time we got to Monday morning, I believe there were about 15 different fires across the state, and I think there were about 7 or 8 just in Northern California alone. So it's been something that they've been surprised by, just by the number of fires and how fast they've grown.
And Aaron, we've obviously talked about the loss of life, but this could be a major economic impact as well, too. It's known as wine country up where you are. And any concerns about that as well?
Yeah, I mean, right now is kind of prime time for wine country. Just a lot of tourism. The weather is cooled down. I mean, traditionally, it's autumn. Things have cooled down. In the summertime, it's about 100 degrees here. Now it's in the mid-80s. People are coming here to, see the sites and check out the wine. But that area has been devastated by the fire. A lot of wineries have had to shut down. Roads are closed. There's evacuations in place. So the tourism industry has obviously been impacted. And also there have been some wineries that have been damaged, and also crops have been damaged as these fires have continued to spread across the area.
Cedar Rapids native Aaron Hepker joining us, now working for Sacramento for the ABC station. Former TV9 newsroom teammate. We appreciate your insights on what's going on there. Thanks, Aaron.
It wasn't that long ago that we had air quality warnings here in eastern Iowa from fires burning elsewhere in the country. Do you think we might see that again with this?
I did take a look at the forecast jet stream position for Thursday and Friday, and there is some smoke dispersion, at least over the Rockies. So we'll see if that goes all the way here. Kind of a unique setup on Labor Day to have that happen, but if these fires are as large as what Aaron is saying and what the fire departments are saying, then we may have kind of a smoky hue to the end of this week. We'll just have to kind of wait and see on that. Otherwise, it's all about the rain today. Rain, jacket weather, wind, be ready for that. In fact, today's storm system should arrive with a cold rain. We are seeing a widespread soaking rain in western sections of the state. Off to the east, there's still some scattered shower activity, and it does look like as we go throughout the morning hours, we'll start to see more showers develop. We'll probably stay dry, though, really, for most spots through at least 9 o'clock. North winds are already in play here, generally at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Pinpoint storm net sites, they're all in the lower 50s right now. Some upper 40s as they head farther north, and temperatures are just not going to move much. In fact, we're probably going to lose ground yet through 9 o'clock. When we hit our highs, it'll be just before the rain arrives, because then as the rainfall sets in, temperatures will go in reverse again. It's feasible from Waterloo and north. You may not even see 50 degrees for today. Chris, back to you.
Thanks, Kai. Police in Waterloo are looking at a family's report that someone shot at their SUV. It happened last night around 6:30 on Waterloo's west side. Police responded to the 200 block of Oaklawn Avenue after neighbors reported hearing 6 or 7 gunshots. The occupants of the SUV, who did not offer their names, were about a block from home when the gunfire broke out. The driver told police he heard the shots and felt the SUV rock to the side. A backseat passenger said that if the bullet had hit the vehicle about 2 inches higher, it would have come through the window and hit her. The bullet hit the side of the SUV.
The trial for a man accused of raping and killing a woman in Dubuque will not be in Dubuque County. A judge says Hellman Betwell wouldn't get a fair trial in Dubuque County, but he hasn't said yet where the case will go. Betwell is 21 and from Dubuque. Investigators say he raped and killed Nancy Crothall in September of 2015. The 66-year-old was out on her morning walk. They say the attack was random. Betwell's trial is scheduled to start in February.
After a week-long trial, a jury decided a Quad Cities man did kill his parents inside of their home. A jury found 21-year-old Sean Freeze guilty on 2 counts of first-degree murder. This is in the killing of his parents, Donna and Kevin Freeze. It took the jury in Davenport a little more than 2 hours to reach the verdict. Both sides admitted he killed his parents with his semi-automatic rifle in October of 2016. The defense argued the murder was not premeditated. The prosecution says his trial was different than most.
That's very tough. That's a different angle that few murders have, that you have a family member as well as family members who have been murdered. It's tough, no doubt.
Well, we knew it would take this long, and we knew we had an uphill battle, but we were hoping for a lesser included.
A first-degree murder conviction is an automatic life sentence in Iowa.
Police now say the Las Vegas killer shot a Mandalay Bay security guard before he started firing at a festival crowd. The sheriff says the guard was investigating an open door alarm on the 32nd floor. That's when Stephen Paddock fired dozens of rounds through the door, wounding him. The sheriff says that happened 6 minutes before Paddock started shooting from the window. He killed at least 58 people with more than 500 hurt more than a week ago. He then shot and killed himself. The sheriff says investigators do not yet know what made him stop shooting. They also don't have a motive.
The second of 4 finalists for the opening as president of Iowa State will be on campus today, part of the week-long process to bring all the candidates to Ames. Today, Pamela Whitten will be on campus from 4 until 5 p.m. Whitten is the senior vice president of academic affairs at the University of Georgia. Along with Whitten, so far the search committee has announced Sunny Ramaswamy as a candidate. Ramaswamy is the director of the National Institute of Food and Agriculture. The Iowa Board of Regents will meet again on October 23rd to consult with the search committee and interview the candidates.
Is this a person that we want to share our success with? And at the end of the day also, is this a person that is going to care when there's trouble for all of us?
All 4 candidates will interview at Iowa State's campus throughout the week. A Michigan police officer's dash camera captured this chase involving one of the city's ambulances. You can watch as the driver, a 21-year-old man, leads officers off-road near the city of Mount Clemens, that's north of Detroit. Authorities did catch the man, whom they said stole the parked ambulance from a hospital. He's facing several charges and will go before a judge today.
Some doctors say there's a new solution for getting through the pain of childbirth. It might be perfect for expecting moms hoping to skip medication. Nitrous oxide, better known as laughing gas, can help moms in labor relax. Genevieve Odom decided to opt for the gas when her son's birth started to get complicated.
It helped me kind of bring myself back down. I was so intense that I wasn't able to focus on what we were doing.
The concentration of the gas is not high enough to actually make you laugh, nor does it actually take the pain of labor away. But one nurse says it's easier to set up than an epidural, allows mom to stay mobile, and may be safer than drugs. People in Springville are honoring a veteran lost at sea almost 65 years ago.
But after some months of research, the Springville Area Historical Society will share this Korean War veteran's final story.
Temperatures are very cool this morning across eastern Iowa, mainly in the 40s north, low 50s farther down to the south. This could very well be it for highs in most spots. Wait till you actually see the temperatures where it's actually raining this morning. That's next. Keep it here on TV9.